You did get to work a house show with Bobby Roode, and you
Yeah,
got the win. This becomes important later on in our
that was
story
an
we'll get
accident.
to.
I tripped
Oh.
over something and landed on top of him, and he couldn't kick out.
Well, let's talk about Rude, and how he was and how
Mm.
good he was at such a young age.
Yeah, he was great. He was great then, and he was young then. You know what I mean? Like he was still in great shape, and all that whole team Canada. If you remember from TNA, like all like. Look, one of them runs Impact now. The other one is wrestling at Impact now and Independence. And then Bobby, I think, is still contracted with the WWE. And so all those guys have risen to the top. So Bobby was the cream of that crop, and that crop there were really good workers. Like there was some really good workers on that team Canada.
Well, it's kind of it's kind of rearing its head now. If you read some of the headlines in wrestling, AEW is kind of fighting this. Some of their guys are now complaining. Good talent,
Yeah,
we're not getting enough TV time. So I imagine, and they've got 2 hours and then a Friday show. This is
yeah.
a 1 hour show with as many guys as you've got on the roster.
Yeah. Yeah, look, and I think as far as they go, you could dang sure put a really good show on Friday night, if you wanted to, and 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 utilize some of those Wednesday night talents that you might think because you got a lot of them. And so I just don't think they use theirs wisely. And look, that was just, the inmates can only run the asylum for so long, and that's how I feel about that, you know.
For people keeping track, you got the win over the New Ravens flock. I'm not sure who's pumped about that.
Yeah, 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 I'm not sure either, and I wonder how horrible the match was. Maybe if I shut up, you'll tell me.
No, they didn't rate that one. They just,
Oh,
yeah, that one didn't exist.
oh,
F
well,
Finally, the Bashams debut an attack on an early May episode of Impact. They're called Doug Basham and the oh, this is gonna be hard for me. I gotta take a running start. You ready?
yep.
Damaja.
My Damaja,
Oh,
the Damager.
the Damaja. Is that it? Is it
I
the
don't know,
Damaja? I like
maybe.
the Damaja
I
better.
I like it better than Damaja, that's for dang sure.
Damaja. He
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
like a prophet. The Damaja.
What
The
was that?
Damaja.
That's gotta
Well,
be it, right? The Damaja.
it's got to be. They were in WWE's The Bashams, and that was their names and not trademarked.
Yeah, I don't I
Lance,
don't
how'd you do that?
I
Lance
don't I
Hoyt
just don't know why one of them would come in as
as
something other
Basham.
than that, you know what I mean? As Damaja.
Hey guys, I've been waiting on this moment.
I wanna
The
break out.
Damaja makes his debut now. Yeah, but we don't have to change our names. I'm waiting on this
I know
moment.
I know we don't. I'm really sold on Damaja. Bless his heart.
Lance Hoyt ended up making the save for you guys. What do you think of the current Lance Archer and how much potential he had back then?
So he did have a ton of potential, and he was a big, good-looking kid that could move across the ring good, he was athletic, and so he also was snug. I remember one time, I forget what building it was in, but he kicked me in the face really hard, and I came back and cussed him out, and then went back and said, "Hey, thank you for not beating me up," because he was a lot bigger and a lot, but I was mad, and I guess I don't know what had happened, but he hit me hard. But that was the only time. Like we really have a great relationship. And I really did go off on him and then go back in a minute and say, "Hey, I'm sorry about that, dude.
Was it an
I don't
accident or is he just work
I
snug back
I
then?
think he just works like that." You know what I
Okay.
mean? And I was at the a I was um I didn't want to work like that no
Right.
more. You know what I mean? I was not hungry for this anymore. And he was. And that's my fault. You know what I mean? That's my fault for being a crybaby.
Were you
Really.